Hi, I'm Rich with RAB Consulting. I want to talk to you today about marketing key performance indicators that you need to know when you're looking at the performance of your marketing efforts. So let's head over to our Google Sheet and talk about what we're looking for. All right, let's take a look at this mock sheet and go over a couple of numbers on how we are going to calculate some of these marketing KPIs. So the first thing we're going to look at is MER. So that's going to be your total advertising spend divided by the total revenue you generated over the course of a month. In this case, the numbers show $10,000 were spent and $100,000 were earned. So in this case, our MER is zero point 0.1 or 10%, or 10 to 1. But really, we want to generate new customers. We understand that getting someone in the door is just the beginning of the journey, and that they are going to continue to come back to us and generate more revenue over the lifetime. So we need to take a look at how much money did we spend on the new customers, how much money did we make off the new customers, and is that an acceptable MER? In this instance, we spent $8,900 of our $10,000 on new customers. That's definitely a good ratio to have. You don't want to spend a ton of money on recurring customers. You want to spend a little bit, obviously, but most of it should be in new customer acquisition. From that, we were able to generate $36,000 from the $100,000 that we had earned overall. The MER in this case is 24%, or roughly 4 to 1, which is perfectly acceptable. It's definitely more aggressive for sure. You're giving up uh, nearly 25% of your initial sale, but we're looking at the lifetime value, not necessarily what we made today. Now, the new customers we acquired off of that were 120 customers. Now, the 120 on average spent $300 with you. So that's a pretty good guesstimate of cost per acquisition for this month. Now, what we need to do is judge that cost per acquisition over what we've gained over a long period of time. So we need to calculate lifetime value on a per client basis. So if we look here in column D, we're seeing that the total revenue over the 2 years is $10,800,000 from a customer base of 3,600. So our LTV is $3,000 per person. That's our lifetime value that we're going to get out of an individual. Now, our MER for this is we would prefer to have 10 to 1 over a lifetime value. So that means we're willing to pay $300 to get a person after you take into costs, staff, things like that. Certainly, you're not keeping all that $3,000. So having a 10 to 1 is a reasonable request. So now we need to figure out, well, what is a lead worth on, say, Google Ads or Facebook ads or even search engine optimization? We determined that it takes 8 leads to generate 1 customer. So we're going to take that 300 divided by 8. That gives us $37.50. Now, that does not mean that the $37.50 has to be equally distributed amongst Google Ads and Facebook ads and search engine optimization. It means on average, we need to get $37.50 on our spend. So if we're spending $10,000 and we're getting $37.50 lead, then we need to get X amount of leads out of that. So roughly somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 leads, give or take a little. We need to generate 300 leads in a month from that $10,000. So I hope you found this video useful. If you would like, feel free to subscribe as I'm planning to produce content on a weekly basis. If you have any questions, my website is on the description. And if you'd like access to the Google Sheet that I was showing just a minute ago, that link will be in the description below. If you have any issues, just feel free to email me and I'll be happy to give you user access. All I ask is that you actually download it to your drive rather than editing mine. Thank you for watching and have a great day.